New York police tonight say they know who they're looking for in this dramatic car chase in Times Square. The driver of this Mercedes, after burning rubber, with a cop hanging onto the car, trying to stop him, and then the cop chasing him with gun drawn, running right down the street. Look at that. Cop could have been killed, of course. The thug got away, but perhaps not for long. Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson speaking exclusively with the man who shot that video. Kim's live in Times Square. Kimberly?
Well, Bill, KIEFER DIXON has no connection to anyone in this story. He does not know the suspect. He happened to be here in Times Square Saturday night doing what he loves to do. But in this exclusive interview, he tells me one thing led to the next, and he couldn't believe what he was seeing.
It was just crazy.
It was a typical night in Times Square. This is KIEFER DIXON, a photographer who regularly hangs out here taking video of luxury cars. That's exactly what he was doing Saturday evening around 11:45 when this happened. While riding his longboard, KIEFER, using his cell phone, captured what looked like a movie shoot. But this was the real deal. He says this black Mercedes-Benz was cruising down 7th Avenue doing burnouts. Then, as the vehicle, police say several people were inside, got to 43rd Street, an NYPD officer approached, tried to stop the car, but the driver wasn't having it. The officer got in front and then pulled out his weapon. That driver continues. The officer is thrown to the ground. In this exclusive interview, KIEFER tells me he was stunned by what the officer did.
Like I've seen lots of cars, lots of police come up to the cars that I'm shooting. They come up calm, calm and collected, but this cop jumped in front of this car on a power trip type of thing.
The Mercedes roared down 7th Avenue. That very same officer and a second cop chased after the car. KIEFER was right there, recording it all. During this part of the chaos, KIEFER believes the driver wasn't trying to hit the officer.
He wasn't trying to hurt anybody. He swerved his car towards me and then stopped. I was in the way of the car also.
And KIEFER tells me the one thing he can't get out of his mind, this image of the officer running down a busy street with his weapon drawn.
If his finger just flinched and pulled the trigger, a straight bullet would have went straight down 7th Avenue.
Now, the NYPD backs up what KIEFER told me. Saturday night, officers were in place and aware that several car clubs were going to gather here in Times Square. We have posted that video on ABC7NY. Take a look. Again, at this hour, police are still trying to track down the driver.